Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how I made my little wool tassels, which I'm going to use on my curtains in our new apartment. So what you'll need to make these is a plastic lid or a piece of cardboard. My lid is 9.5 centimeters, and then you'll need obviously a ruler, a pair of scissors, a sewing needle, like quite a large one that your yarn will fit through. So if you're doing this with kids, you can get plastic ones rather than a metal one. And then I'm using 2 different colours of wool. So you can either make them 2 colours like mine, or you can make it all matching if you prefer that. So the first thing we're going to do is just grab the dark wool, and we're going to wrap it around the lid. So I usually start with a bit that's sort of touching the bottom so that it ends up the right length. And then we're going to wrap that around 70 times. So you just count as you go. Try not to do it too tight, otherwise it's really hard to get it off. So here we go. Cool. Sorry, I can't count and talk at the same time. So that's the end. So then we just chop it off again at the bottom of the container. All right, so that's done. So now what you want to do is gently pull it off. So that's why I was saying you don't want to do it too tight. So I've done it a little bit tight, but you should be able to just kind of slide it off the side. Just be careful when you get to the end that it doesn't all pop off and unravel. So you sort of want to try and hold on to it and keep it all together nice and neat. So you'll end up with a nice little round oval ball, I guess. So you just want to pop that on the table, and then get your other colour yarn if you're using 2 colours, and then you're just going to wrap that around the top. So you can just guesstimate, but just do it more towards one end than the other. And then we're just going to tie a knot in it. So you want to tie it quite tight so you get that nice bunched in look, but just be careful you don't break the yarn when you're doing that. So you just, tie 1 knot and then tie another. I do 3 just to be safe. Just be careful you don't catch any of the loops when you're doing that. And 1 more for safety. Alright, so that's done. And then I just cut a bit of a tail. And then we're going to wrap that around. So again, push all this to the top, and then we're going to wrap that around there just to give it a bit more colour. So probably like that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I reckon that looks pretty good. You could probably do a couple more, but that's all we've got. We might go around with that one. And then we're going to tie another double knot just to secure that. Oh, so once that's done, you can just trim those back. I usually leave a little bit so then you can tuck them in, so just kind of about there. And then either with your scissors or your sewing needle, you can just tuck them in underneath the rest of the wool so you can't see the knot or the ends. So you can see what I'm doing there, just pushing it in. Cool. And then we have our little loop. Alright, so now we're going to cut the bottom, so just try and sort of smooth it all out. Just push your finger inside and make sure it's all flat. And then get your scissors, and you're just going to cut, but when you're cutting, sort of pull on it so that it all ends up the same length. And then yeah, you just check that they're all cut by just sort of flicking your scissors through. And then we're going to give it a little bit of a haircut just to make them a bit more similar length. So you can see mine are all a bit different. I just give it a quick chop. Be careful not to chop your hand. So this is also, you know, if you find that they're too long for what you were expecting, you can always just like really chop it off as well. Cool. Alright, so that's pretty much done. Then we're just going to add the loop to the top. So with your sewing needle, my thread is 20 centimeters long. We're just going to thread that through the middle. And pull that through, and then just pull the needle out. And then just tie a knot in the end. And then you can either leave it with the knot at the top if you like that look, otherwise I just pull it through so that it's inside. Don't need your scissors or something to push it in. And then I'm gonna, so you can either leave it like that if you want to hang it like that, or I'm gonna put an extra loop in the end of mine just so I can attach it to a button or a hook and eye or something like that onto the curtain. Alright, so that's it, job done. So now I only have 150 more to make, and you'll see the end product soon. Thanks!